The market is crashing. I know all too well what's going on in my portfolio. My greatest holding is VTI, and it is down 18 to 19,000 since all-time highs, and it could be a little concerning. So what do we do when this happens? Well, obviously you can buy some more. You can buy the dip. You can buy and hold. You can sit on the sideline. A lot of savvy investors, what they like to do is have some ETFs that are into some recession-proof holdings. And you may be wondering, what are these recession-proof holdings that you could have? What are these ETFs? Well, first of all, we got to look at some things that may not change. Well, in recessions and in good times, what are people going to buy? Well, they're obviously going to buy things that they always need. Toothpaste, toilet paper, laundry detergent, baby diapers. They're also going to have other needs, like they need electricity, they need water, utilities. And plus, as people start to age and, things just happen, people need healthcare. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down 4 different ETFs that are recession-proof, that are going to help when a recession hits. And so this is going to protect your portfolio. So today we're going to be talking about these things, and we're going to be letting you know what are some of the best ones out there. I took a look to make sure to help you guys out. I looked for ones that are doing better than the S&P 500 year to date. I'm looking at ones that have a pretty good performance overall. I'm looking at ones that have pretty good expense ratio and ones that can help you out if you're looking for something that's recession proof. All right, and just to kind of start off the video, hey guys, my name is Steve, and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And if you like this content, make sure to like it and subscribe, and let me know what are some ETFs you may be buying today in the comments. And I'm going to try to answer every single comment that's left, good or bad. I want to answer you and kind of help you guys out. All right, let's get on to this video. Now, like I said, we're talking about 4 ETFs that are going to recession-proof your portfolio. And like I said, it's going to be about healthcare, utilities, and those things that you always need in the consumer staples. So let's get on to number 1. And number 1 is going to be XLP, which is the Consumer Staples Select ETF by Spider. And this is one of the great ETFs because when we're thinking about a recession, what we're going to still buy, like I said, toilet paper, toothpaste, laundry detergent. These are products that can be made by Procter & Gamble. And you can also buy these at kind of low-cost retail stores like Walmart, Costco. And these are just places that you can continue to buy some of these great items. So let's take a look quickly at some of these holdings. Now, like I said, these holdings are going to be like Procter & Gamble, Costco, Walmart. You're going to get even things like Target and Colgate with some Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. These are just some great consumer staples that most people are going to be into. With this ETF, you're also going to have an expense ratio of 0.08%, so it's going to cost you about $8 for every $10,000 invested. Now, the yield's going to be 2.67%, which gives you a pretty good dividend if you're looking for that, and this helps with some market downturns. The year-to-date performance is going to be 1.39% compared to the S&P 500, which is down a little bit over 4%. So it's got good performance, it's got good yield, it's pretty cheap, and it's just a great consumer staple ETF that helps you out even when markets go up and when markets go down. So it's just a great one to hold, buy and hold. Now our next one's going to be IHF, which is the iShares Healthcare Providers ETF. Now this ETF is one of the better ETFs on this list because it's got a great performance of 4.88% over the year to date, which means it is beating the S&P 500, which is down about 4%. Now, IHF does have a high expense ratio of 0.40%, which means it's going to cost you about $40 for every $10,000 invested. Now, personally, I don't like high expense ratio ETFs, but right now, this has got a great performance of the year to date. I mean, if you're looking for some stability, this could be it. I mean, it's got some great holdings, so let's take a look at the holdings real quick. So we've got United Healthcare Group, we got Sigma, CVS, Humana, and these are just some great healthcare holdings. And as people are getting older and people are aging, we always need healthcare. No matter what, people are still going to get sick. They're going to still go to the hospital. They're going to still have surgeries. And this is just something that could be something you could be looking into. Now it's got a poor dividend yield of 0.80%, which is the lowest on this list. And so, but if you're looking for some good performance to kind of balance out kind of the not good performance of the S&P 500, well, this could be a great ETF to have. Now, let's get on to our next ETF. Our next ETF is XLU. Now, XLU is the Utilities Select ETF by Spider. It has an expense ratio of 0.08%, so that's about $8 for every $10,000 invested. It's got a dividend yield of 2.9%, which is great because if you're looking for some good dividends, well, this is a great solid one with a low cost. It's got a current year-to-date performance of 1.98%, which is beating the S&P 500. And why is this one such a good ETF to hold? Well, first of all, we all need our lights, we need water, and we just need utilities. So these are energy companies like Duke Energy. These are energy companies that are going to help you guys out for the long run. And one of the best things about it is a lot of different sections of the country are kind of monopolized in these different energy companies. And so you'll always know that there's going to be stable revenue. There's going to be stability within the yield and in the dividends because people need energy. Let's take a look quickly over at the holdings just to get kind of glimpse of it. So as we're taking a look at the holdings, we have NextEra Energy, we have Southern Co, and Duke Energy making up kind of the top three of this ETF. And this is just great because if you're looking for a good utilities ETF, XLU is one of the best out there. So that's just a great ETF to kind of add to your portfolio and kind of look at it as the market goes up and down. You know, energy is going to create some good yields and it's going to be stable, and utilities just brings out stability within your portfolio. All right, let's get on to our next one. Now our next ETF is going to be VDC, which is the Vanguard Consumer Staples ETF. Now, we already talked about an ETF that does consumer staples with Spider, but this one is kind of its competitor. It's got a little different, but it still has some of the same holdings. Like it's got Walmart, Target, Costco. It's got Procter & Gamble. So when we're looking at these items, think about Target, Costco, and Walmart. Target, Costco, and Walmart are some of those low-cost retailers that are selling things much cheaper. When we go to Walmart, we are looking for cheaper items. When we're going to Target, we may be looking for a little bit more expensive items than Walmart, but still, it's on that area where, you know, this is kind of be those consumer staples. Toothpaste, laundry detergent, baby diapers. Costco is the same thing. You buy a membership to get wholesale things. And with Walmart, you also have Sam's Club. And the same thing happens with Costco. You're getting those wholesale bulk items that you can last and last. I bought toilet paper from Costco, and it was a year ago. I still haven't bought toilet paper. Now, soon enough, after a year, I may be needing to get more toilet paper. So you got to think about that. All right, let's get down to nuts and bolts of VDC. So VDC does have an expense ratio of 0.09%, so it costs about $9 for every $10,000 invested. Year-to-date performance compared to the S&P 500, right now it's 1.20%, which is a little bit less than XLP. The dividend yield is about 2.26%, which is still a pretty good yield when we're thinking about having an ETF to kind of balance your portfolio. So that's great news. And it's owned by Vanguard. So, I mean, personally, I like Vanguard, but you may or you may not. All right, so that's just great news for this one. Now let's take a look at the holdings just to make sure we like what it holds. Now the holdings of this, like I said, is you got Costco, you got Walmart, you got Procter & Gamble, you've got Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Target, and Colgate. These are some of the same ones as you get in XLP, and you just got to pick and choose. Do you want XLP or do you want VDC? I mean, XLP's got a cheaper expense ratio. It's got a better performance and pretty similar yields. So you take your choice. Right there, we have broken down 4 different ETFs that can help out in a recession. So you got to take a look. Do you want to buy and hold kind of the ones that are cheap? Or are you looking for ETFs to kind of help kind of steer the ship straight? Or what are you doing right now? Right now, what you should be doing is don't freak out. Don't sell. Just stay the course, buy and hold. If you want some stability with some different sectors, these 4 great ETFs can help you straighten the ship and keep going straight as we're looking at this up and down waters, and it could be chaotic. So those are just some considerations. I like to break down ETFs, and I like to help out my audience. So if you have a question and you want to leave it down in the comments, leave it down in the comments. I'm going to try next week to start like a little live stream to answer some of these questions to help you guys out. So let me know in the comments, what is your question on ETF? Any ETF, and let me know. And are you buying any of these consumer staples or any of these utilities or healthcare ETFs? Let me know in the comments. All right, and I'll check you guys later. So take care and have a great day.